Thank you for watching today. This is Kinnear. Welcome back to another Starfield New Game Plus video. In this Crimson Fleet quest, we'll be in Neon on a stealth mission to retrieve the plans for the conduction grid. Why do we want those? We'll get a nice shield for our ships to protect us from electromagnetic destruction as we pursue Kryx's legacy in a very hostile system. So let's get started. We'll just go to the Neon core by fast travel. Madame Sauvage is placed.
You're in the right place, baby. Everyone.
I'm zoned out of my mind right
We're
now.
not looking for this guy who's zoned out of his mind. Thank you, leave us alone. Estelle.
You looking to get zoned?
I think it's funny that she just strikes up conversations with random strangers about getting stoned
You
or
just
zoned.
blurt it out like that? Good God. Since it's obvious you're the rook that Delgado sent, I'm gonna save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in
There's
no
quite the
mood to
attitude.
screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously.
Oh, we'll just take a slightly annoyed line with her. Lady, everybody around here calls me Rook. You think I care how you feel? Still, doesn't drop the attitude. She gets the point, but still. Over the top, lady, over the top. Yes, yes, we assumed it would be something like that. Can we get on to talking about the mission?
Well, well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought. Genodyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access.
She's given me a
the
USB
computer
stick
Grayson
to
Bay's
put into a
office.
computer.
It'll do
Excellent.
the rest on its own.
And she's still insulting. A lot of this dialogue is her bristling at the fact that somebody as low level as me was sent to her. Doesn't she know I'm the primary protagonist of this entire
The
universe?
catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayu. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate. Just grab that tech and plant the virus. Should be a cinch.
I could have fast traveled from where I was standing, but then I wouldn't get to hear this awesome beat out here. Yeah, I could use a couple more fast travel points within Neon. It's not so bad. I'm not really complaining. There are other issues I'd rather see fixed first or modified. I think I have to persuade this guy. So, why not?
Yeah, what?
G.
Let me save you some time. If you're here
Nashida.
for a job, we're not hiring. Good. If you were, you'd be the 12th person.
Doesn't he have kind of a pathetic Keanu Reeves vibe going on?
I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you.
Stuck behind a counter.
I'm afraid that things aren't.
Anyway, he has a nice dialogue, essentially telling you how the Genodyne company had been taken over with a fake CEO, probably all part of one of Bayu's schemes. He's frustrated because he thinks it should be a real company that does real things, instead of a shell company that barely does what the one thing it does do. So, interesting background. At some point, you need to convince him to open up a safe and give you access to some information that you need for the next step. I advise him to keep the report to himself and not become a target. Bayu would just as soon throw him off the edge of the platform.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayu's killed people for doing less. What the hell was I even thinking? Hey, look. Thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need,
What can you tell me about Komiko?
as long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble, ask away.
There's
Whoa.
my persuasion.
Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this.
Oh, sure you can talk to me about it. Especially if I use this
You may
fancy
be right.
technology from Ryujin. And we'll nudge him over the edge.
Okay, listen.
Thank you.
You didn't need things in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I am.
Sorry, I'm busy at the
Right
moment.
inside.
What are you looking at?
He seems a little more interested than I want him to be. Let's close the door behind us. There's a switch on the wall. Close the blinds. That way no one cares what we're up to. Or no one can see what we're up to. We'll take the meeting with Bayu evidence. And the rest of it just because it's there. And we'll fast travel back out to Neon Core.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest firms.
Ready to make your marriage.
Cause any trouble?
Coffee flavors.
Euphorica.
Love the vibe of this place.
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to... No, no, not this again. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
We're going to play the Crimson Fleet card here in the dialogue just to get her to move along, and we're going to pay her for a members lounge card at 5,000 credits, I believe. So, this stage of the game, none of those are a problem.
The Crimson Fleet. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members lounge. Of course, access to the lounge. Excellent. Then here is your access key. Please let us know if anything...
Okay, so we have our card. I don't think there's anything around this lounge. There's a recruitable NPC here later. Maybe she's there now and I just didn't see her. This is the VIP lounge. Before we go talk to our target, let's look behind the bar. There's a slate on the shelf here. I don't know if there's anything else interesting, but... Ayumi's offer.
Can't you see I'm busy, Estelle? What do you want?
So that's evidence we can use later. And clearly, plenty of refreshments if we want to buy them.
If you require any Aurora to enhance your experience, you let me know.
Right, coming here. It is me forget.
Let's talk to Ayumi.
Yeah. What do you want?
I would like a key to the Genodyne power facility. Please hand it to
you
me.
must-
Allow me to blackmail you.
How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it? That bitch.
No, it's the guy at the front desk that you guys have been ignoring for some period of time.
Take this pass.
She'll tell us it's going to be a
It should get
terrible
you
and
through the
difficult
storage room
trip.
entry to the facility.
But it won't be.
I'm warning you though.
If you want more backstory on what's going on at Genodyne, you can get it here. I'm not sure that it progresses any part of the story.
You're going to need it.
If you leave Euphorica, turn right, and come around the corner, you can go to the elevator to the underbelly. If you're like me, you will occasionally just go back to the center of Neon and have to run back here. Once you're in the underbelly, turn right at the large fish. Ignore the opportunity to talk to the little shops. And go around to the side of Genodyne Industries. The door is on the right. I like to make a save here. So it is helpful to go through this entire run without being detected. And to do that successfully, if you have not done it many times, might require a save at the start. So, not a bad idea. this area. I use Star Sense just to get an idea of where people are. None of those people seem to be paying attention. I creep along the left. That guard right up top is facing away from this door, so we can walk behind him. It looks like he's going to be a problem, just like the scientist over there, but they don't turn around. The door, head inside. We're going to turn around this corner, but we're going to stop at the top and wait for this robot. We want him to walk up to the bottom of the stairs, turn around, and be walking away when we decide to come down the stairs. Drop into the maintenance tunnel underneath. I do try to pay attention to where he is. I don't know if he'll detect me, but I try to time it so that I'm underneath him when he walks away and not under a vent. There's a terminal up here you can change his programming on, but I don't worry about it. Go into the control room. I don't even bother to loot that. Turn left and sneak around the back. There are 2 technicians and a security guard over here. They won't turn around. As long as you don't walk in front of them, you can walk past them. That's it. Into the hallway. We're going to go to the left. You can go through that gate to the right. There's a little bit of loot down there, and the people you just snuck past are up above. Really low-level stuff, not really that interesting. This is just along the hallway to the right. There is a room I will open up. I am ignoring the contraband. I have so much contraband back at my base, and it's heavy. The bounty hunter suit is one of the top 2 in the game. Those are advanced, not superior, but they do sell. And I currently have the carry capacity. Okay, we'll go down this hallway. There's some kind of control room up ahead with multiple people all looking different directions. There's a guard right there who doesn't show up on my star sense. There he is. He's facing away. Honestly, those 2 on the left should see us, but they don't. So we just sneak past them. And go to the vent behind this panel. Chems and meds, chems and meds. Take them all. Why there's a motorcycle toy in the middle of this vent. Now, you don't want to run up behind this right away because there's a security guard leaning against it, and you just have to wait for him to walk away. Give him a second, open the vent, and you can look around and loot some things in this room. I like the 40mm ammo. We're going to go to a vent over on the left-hand side and not the door to the master control room because there are a lot of people in it. We're actually going to go up and over the master control room.
I wish. Based on how much Genodyne power, you'd think we'd be swimming in credits.
Yeah.
And we're going to drop down on the other side, where once again, no one is looking. So they're not very observant. I'll open the weapons cases on the way. Take the ammunition. Sure, I need a disruptor. And we're at the elevator to the lower level. That was easy. 2 items here that we want, and a little bit of loot below. A nice slate you can hear about the administrator and how he's really not a terrible human being. Get status information, and then we're going to get plans. But we need Benjamin Bayu so that we can decrypt them.
I've spoken to Brayson at length.
Random loot down here.
An endearing person.
These pistols, but
living in the shadow of his brother, Administrator Benjamin Bayu, has given him a bad name. And that's
unless you have the difficulty ramped up, you may not get much of anything.
He was placed in his current
And even then, you still might not get much. So. Don't come here for the loot. I'm here for the Crimson Fleet fight.
It's an unfortunate situation, but I will endeavor to get the rest of the technicians in the department to be more supportive.
There's some lootable boxes over to the left. Ammunition. There's nothing in this next room. However, there's a robot patrolling on the other side of that wall. I tend to sneak through here. Don't know if that robot would detect us. We're just going to walk around the outside of that room. We are not going to go into the middle. All those people would get very excited if they saw us. We're still skirting around the outside edges of that room. We just want to go into the director's office. None of these people seem to be terribly observant. I don't think there's anything in any of the terminals over here. A robot might patrol this direction eventually. This room has a little bit of loot. I like to pick up extra bottles of booze in here to make up for the ones that I might have spent along the way. And as always, the chems and the meds are a target for me. I don't know why I pick up those damage mitigation drinks. I never use them. They would actually be important if I ran this thing at highest difficulty all the time, probably. They buy you a couple seconds. It's 1,000 credits. That's worth a digipick in a moment. That is Benjamin Bayu in the hallway, or in the CTO's office. Once again, all these people to our right are not really paying attention to us. But we've just circled their entire office. And now we can go in and talk to Benjamin. And there's no risk in here. He's not going to fight us. There will be no alerts. We just need to walk him through the dialogue and make sure that he gives us access to his terminal. Fortunately, he's very agreeable. If you want, you can ask him all about their family history. I believe what you discover is that they are not brothers from the same mother, and there was tension in the family.
When you access the computer and the
he would like a little revenge. He also would prefer it if you don't tell his brother that he's the one who gave you access to this. So we will face a decision up ahead about who we could implicate. I have never discovered any negative aspects of blaming all this on Benjamin Bayu, but maybe at some point in time in the future there'll be some implication if Benjamin Bayu is not in a position of power. He might help us in future DLC. Pure speculation.
That would be nice. You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. It's my turn to take control for once. The passcode for my...
Hey, thanks for the security code.
GM-41A18. That should give you access to the cipher and whatever else you need. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done, I suggest you do the same. Do me a favor and don't tell my brother we talked. He, wouldn't like it.
Read everything here. We'll complete the quest items. Upload the virus. Read all the messages. Just for your own information. I always take the space shuttle. I don't know why. It's the space shuttle. That's why. It doesn't have anything useful. There's the magazine, Neon Knights 4. I already have whatever that bonus was, so I don't know what it is. Don't recall. There's a nice science crate here full of loot. Why not steal Neon when you're on Neon? So from here we just take the elevator down, we take a right and we go into the Astral Lounge and head to the elevator on the left to go to the VIP balcony. Arguably, we're supposed to be meeting with Estelle, but there's a surprise. Cue the dramatic music. Dun dun dun. He forgets I'm a pirate and he's far too talkative for pirates. I would like him to just get to the point.
What kept you? I believe we...
I usually tell him that I'm willing to remove the virus for half the price that he thinks it's going to cost him. He doesn't take me up on it. He tells me why pirates are terrible people to negotiate with, etc., etc. And then he asks me who was behind the whole thing. I just lie and say it was me. He threatens me, again, with some strange motivation. I'm not really sure why he doesn't understand I'm a pirate, and threatening to frame me for murder is not really a problem.
They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal done with finesse. No, but your kind is only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take what you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business. There, you see, all you know how to do is threaten violence. Exactly my point.
If I truly was a pirate, I'd probably murder a lot of people, and if I'm staying within character, that's okay. So... I lie, and I say it was me, and I don't throw anybody under the bus, and it works out just fine.
Really? That's the story you're going with. Very well. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete evidence that links you to the murder. I'd say you have about 1 hour to leave this place before you have a price on your head. So... I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city.
Leave and go back and find Estelle. She's back at Madame Sauvage's.
Okay.
She is not on the top floor this time. She is in the back room.
Spare me a velocity dummy.
But we want to find Estelle, and before we talk to Estelle, there's an evidence slate that we can use against her should we decide to turn her in.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole...
She's changed her tune a little bit. She's a little nicer to us. She
I didn't have much
respects the fact that we basically walked right in there and planted that. That Bayu got in the way. Take a hard line and give her some credits. If you do not give her any credits, she is not available later if you want to be a Crimson Fleet pirate. She won't show up for the battle or to help. I believe she will not be present if you are trying to take the vigilance. If you just say tough luck and walk away. At this point in the game, credits are not a problem. I've given her as low as 4,000 before. I'll give her 9,000 here and we'll move on and she'll be happy.
Wow, that's way more than I... All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore.
And she'll tell us she's not going to call us Rook anymore. We're the lifeblood of the fleet. We're also a spy, but we're the lifeblood of the fleet.
Send him to talk to me.
And from here, we want to get back to the key as quickly as possible. And have a conversation with Neva. He's going to tell us all sorts of things are happening, and we urgently need to go talk to Delgado.
Oh, that's hilarious. You're a real comedian, you know that? Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
But we get 27,000 credits in reward for the last mission, which is fantastic. And we get a new mission, Eye of the Storm. And that's it for Absolute Power. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Remember, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and get notifications. This is Kinnear, and I'm out of here.